Just a quick one whilst I've got a bit of time on my own. It's a lovely cold crisp morning. It was 3 degrees in the greenhouse, so it has been quite frosty overnight because the ponds and the bird baths were all frozen. Only a slight freeze, you know, it was only very thin, but you could tell that they'd got really cold. The birds are starting to come into the garden a bit more. I've had sparrows coming onto the pampas grass, and they're stripping the plumes off the pampas grass for nesting material. So you know that it's getting time. Tracy, who's got a lovely garden, who I watch, she said that she'd got frog spawn coming into the pond. So, oh, it'd be lovely if I get it soon. I absolutely love frogs. We used to get ever such a lot of them. Not so much now. We did have blackbirds a few years ago that used to eat all the tadpoles. So from then on, we've not had as many frogs. We also had other predators eating the frogs. So, and a cat in particular that used to come in, and it used to just take the heads off the frogs. You know, it's so sad, but it's animals, isn't it? You know, you can't stop nature, and nature's not always pretty, but you just have to live with it, don't you? I've just put the Alison seedlings in, and I've put them into soil now that they've grown to a decent little seedling size, and I've brought the pot back inside. I've bought a little pot with some soil in, compost, ready to put my tomatoes in because they'll be going in soon. And I'm going to have to start clearing my greenhouse, ready to put my tomatoes in after they've been in the bottom of the bay window in the living room. So it doesn't look very pretty when all the seedlings are growing in the window bottom. I have to move a lot of my pots. But it's worth it when you get the lovely produce that we do. I'm still eating the potatoes and onions and apples from the allotment, so it's well worth having. But you've just got to put that bit of effort in, and I must get my tomato seeds put in as soon as possible. I don't know why, but this year I seem to be dragging my feet with doing the seeds. I think it's probably because we've had a lot of things happening in the background. So, and you do have to give yourself time, don't you, for different things like this. I did buy a pack of beautiful pink gladioli. I have put those in a pot, and I've put those in the greenhouse. And when the frosts are over, I can start bringing some of those things out. But that's a long way off yet. We still can have frosts right up until the end of April, you know, and further in some instances. You can never tell what the weather's going to be like. I can remember coming up the Watford flight of locks with the boat, and the lockkeeper was busy cutting the lawn when I was at the bottom. When I reached the middle, it was all like sleet, and then when I got to the top, it was snowing. That was when we had a cruiser first, then we had a little narrowboat. Now we've got a bigger narrowboat, but it was when we'd gone to fetch our first little narrowboat, Robin, from Gayton Marina. So we had to come back all the way from Gayton back into Derbyshire. So it was quite a journey. And I remember one morning, it was in April, we had to get snow off the roof and the front of the boat so we could keep going on our journey. So I certainly saw almost like 4 seasons in one day. But there we go. Right, it's getting to 11:45. I'm always hungry, so I better go and get something to eat. Lots of love. Bye.